Welcome back. You're watching Newsroom, and now we're going to discuss the latest as far as the Israel-Palestine conflict is concerned. This is day 53 of the conflict. The truce that had been maintained for 4 days has now further been extended for a period of 48 hours with the nod from both the sides. How important is the extension of this truce? Will it lead to a longer truce, some kind of a ceasefire, and an agreement of any kind that a lot of countries across the world are looking to between the two warring sides? More than 15,000 people have lost their lives, more than 6,000 children have perished in this conflict since that has begun on the 7th of October. We've been joined by Naveed Aman Khan. He's a senior analyst in the studios. Naveed Saab, thank you very much to have joined us. Naveed Saab, the World Health Organization says that more people could die from disease in Gaza than from bombings if the health system is not repaired. But how can the health system be repaired when most of the hospitals are either non-functional or have been destroyed, when the facilities are not there to help those who are in need, when people are getting one or the other disease because of the situation in the enclave of Gaza? What do you foresee? What should the world do, and what is the role of the other countries that can help?
The most important thing in this situation is not only the truce, but also the ceasefire, the permanent ceasefire. And the Chinese foreign minister will meet tomorrow in UN Security Council.
Because it's heading the UN Security Council for 1 month.
Meeting. And I think there will be some very, very optimistic breakthrough in that meeting, because China has its own credibility and impact on international politics as well. And China has delivered as far as the role of China or Chinese leadership is concerned regarding Middle Eastern issues. If we consider, if we just have a look on Iran and Saudi Arabia matter, which was met by China. And now I think within these meetings, China will again play a very important role to bring the two countries on a negotiation table and help bring peace.
All right. We've also been joined by Raza Shah. He's an international relations expert. Thank you very much, Raza, to have joined us. Raza, when you talk of negotiations, as Naveed Saab has pointed towards, do you feel negotiations are enough? Do you feel Israel is in a mood for negotiations or a negotiated process, or do you feel the necessary pressure needs to be applied on Israel so that it can or will do the needful?
I would love to agree with the sentiments of Mr. Naveed. However, I don't think it's very realistic. I think if you look at the from the 8th of October, what Israel has done complete genocide, infrastructure devastation, and the objectives are to ethnic cleansing, to raise Gaza to the ground, and then implement the gas pipeline, which is called IMEC. So do you really think that all these countries are going to come together and they're going to strong arm Israel, including USA, to come to a peace? This is not a ceasefire. It's just a pause in the current skirmish, in the conflict. We've not even entered a war yet. I can't see peace. All you have to do is go to the Israeli parliament, look at Mossad, and look at every Israeli high-ranking official. What are their statements? They don't want peace. They had to do a small pause in the war for many, many reasons. Number one, they were getting slaughtered inside of Gaza. The urban warfare was very tough. There is many axes. Well, 2 axes from the north, they've captured the Gaza coastline. If there is a ceasefire and a peace, then why is the IDF still remaining where they are? There's snipers and shooters. You find the Gazans are returning to the north. They're not going in the south. They're not scared. They are not lulled. They are returning to the north. So the snipers are still there. So as soon as this small pause is finished, straight away the war will start. And I can see a protracted war within the Middle East, and maybe unintended consequences, someone's mistake, this will be a wider war. I cannot see China, Russia, anyone putting pressure and having a permanent ceasefire, because the only way to do this right now is a permanent solution for the state of Israel. Is the world ready for this? I don't think so.
All right. Naveed, is the world ready for this? Is the world ready for a ceasefire, some kind of a two-state solution? Is the world ready to pressurize Israel so that it does the needful? Because I understand that Israel is in a complete mood to annihilate, as has been said in various statements, the Palestinians from Gaza and then occupy Gaza completely and then install the Israelis there. What and how can we move forward from here?
This is a good opportunity because we are now in the phase of that truce. More 24 hours or 48 hours are very important for Palestine. Within this small period, the world need to move quickly to find that solution permanently, because if the world kept on kept itself away from the situation, I don't think this truce will work more than this just supply of the goods. I think from this situation, America, Great Britain, Saudi Arabia, Iran, Egypt, Qatar, China, Russia need to move very quickly and convince Israeli authorities to stop that war, which has now, destroyed everything in Palestine. So the truce is not the solution. The permanent ceasefire is the only solution, and then when the solution will be achieved after negotiations, I think it will be a great success, and I'm very much optimistic that 4 days of truce and then 2 days extension, if this situation is materialized or it is made possible, the things will be better in Middle East.
Naveed Aman Saab, Israeli forces have destroyed many landmarks in Gaza, very important landmarks. Culturally, the place has been completely razed, more or less. At the same time, the Committee to Protect Journalists also confirms that the 57 journalists have been killed and media workers have been killed since the start of this war between Israel and Palestine. This includes 50 Palestinians, 4 Israelis, 3 Lebanese. 19 journalists have also been arrested. There is no regard whatsoever for humanity or human rights. At the moment, there's just a truce, there's just a pause, which could be extended, but for how long? What should be the priorities of the world, of the countries that are concerned directly and indirectly, those that want to have a long-lasting solution in Palestine?
At this stage, when we are experiencing that truce for 4 days and then extended by 2 days, I think this is a very good opportunity for the entire world to enhance that period once again for more days of truce, so that the solution be sought for the region. Within this time, it will be an opportunity for the regional players to negotiate with each other, or to influence Israel, or to even influence America for the peace in the region. Unless this is met, I think if the truce ends and attacks once again starts on Palestine, it will be a very, very a big tragedy in the region once again. So the better within this time of truce, the solution is met, or some some agreements are finalized, or some hope should be brought in the region. This is only possible when the stakeholders, the Palestinians and the Israelis, should be brought on one negotiation table. And this is not impossible, this is very much possible. They are neighbors, and they will have to live there. Both nations will have to live there, and they need to live very peacefully, and this peace should be brought and will be brought, the better the earlier.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, we come to an end of today's news, and we'll see you inshallah tomorrow with new story segments that pertain to us, you and Pakistan. Stay safe. Allah Hafiz.